YouTube, welcome back to a brand new video. I wanted to discuss the new information that's come out from the Reddit AMA about the Twins update. I'll just do a little short one, kind of give my thoughts on what I think they mean by this. So someone actually asked them in the Reddit AMA, for the Twins rework, what does adjust the slugging meter mean? They say, first off, definition, slugging equals downing survivors without picking them up and hooking them, leaving them on the ground and rushing off to down more survivors. We've noticed that for many players, the optimal way to play with the current Twins kit is to slug survivors heavily with Victor. Sorry. This isn't a very fun playstyle for survivors, as you end up spending a lot of time on the ground, not being able to do anything. So the Twins update will change the kit to encourage other kinds of playstyles more. So what do I think of this? Well, I talked about this a bit in the last thing they said about it, but they've actually given a little bit more clarification. I also posted this on Twitter and got some people's thoughts on it. A lot of people are more optimistic than me. How they've worded this, the same with the last thing that they said, is they want to make Twins more enjoyable to play against, which I'm all for, right? The problem is, a very big part of Twins kit is snowballing, pressuring multiple points at once, and, applying multiple points of pressure. Applying lots of pressure against multiple survivors. So there's a few things that I think they're going to do, and I'm going to go over each one. The first one is limiting Victor's ability to down people, which I think will be the worst thing, right? So let's say you down someone with Victor, you cannot down another survivor with Victor for, let's say, 10 seconds, 15 seconds. Why is that a problem? Well, one, it makes you, imagine in this situation, you've downed a survivor and another survivor runs past you. They now can just heal their teammate for free. Or, it would feel bad if the survivors get rewarded for something when you're not trying to do it. Because what they're trying to address is making it so you pick people up, right? You don't slug them. But sometimes you slug. It's the same with other killers too. It's not just a Twins thing. Sometimes you will slug because the survivors misplay, and you're punishing them because they're in. It's the same when you camp and all the survivors are by the hook. So that's a problem, right? I also would not like that at all if they limited Victor's ability to down multiple survivors. I'm thinking they might go down the base kit unbreakable route. But again, that poses the same problem as the last point, where, let's say again, all the survivors are crowded in one spot, misplaying, not out of position, injured, not healing. I down them all. One person loops me for a little bit longer than the other people, and the other ones get up with base kit unbreakable because the other guy looped me for a little bit. That's just going to feel really bad as a Twins player. Some people did say they don't think they're changing that, because they've said at the end here, the Twins update will change the kit to encourage other kinds of playstyles more. So what do I think is other kinds of playstyles more? What this means, like what other kind of playstyles? I'm thinking maybe sniping people is hopefully one. Like maybe you get a bonus if you hit somebody really far away with Victor. Maybe if you actually get a snipe from like a building, you can insta down people. Maybe like, switching back and forth and they want you to... I don't know. It's quite... Because a big part of their kit is Victor snowballing people. But I'm hoping they want to benefit... they want to reward you for doing more skillful plays rather than just down someone, leave them. They've also haven't really stated here... They've said... where is it? Yeah, optimal way to play the current Twins kit. The reason this is the most optimal way is because you waste time by hooking. And I really hope the developers understand that. A lot of Twins players don't necessarily want to slug. They slug because it takes so long to hook anybody. And especially with how, how the generators have been the last 2 weeks with the MMR change. If you're going to pick somebody up and hook them, they'll probably get a generator done in that time. Maybe heal 2 people, heal 1 person. And you really have to think to yourself, is it worth the time investment to hook that survivor, especially if you down them across the map? What I want from a Twins rework is faster switch time and maybe an option to go to where Victor is after you down somebody and maybe kill him in exchange for that. Then I don't have to travel really far. Maybe that's what they mean by this. They're just going to make it so it's easier to hook people. Some people are saying about Victor being able to hook somebody. But that's a choice, right? At the end of the day, I don't think they want you to be able to slug everybody as Twins. I don't think they want that to be an option. I think they want to add in something that the survivors have something to do if they're slogged on the floor. And that's why I'm thinking either base kit unbreakable or limiting Victor's ability to down. But, you know, the fun part of twins is to down survivors and multiple, you know, down the multiple people at once. Or, you know, snowball. That's what people call it. I just wanted to mention one more thing as well. If they did add in the base kit unbreakable, I personally wouldn't mind that so much, as long as they make twins very, very fast. So say you could switch really, really quickly, and they buff a lot of what Victor could do. Imagine if Victor could see auras, or he could, like, benefit from exposed. I wouldn't mind a base kit unbreakable. I actually made a video about this a very long time ago when they made the PTB. It was a PTB where they added a base kit unbreakable. It was awful for twins at the time, obviously, because they're so slow. But I could see it working if twins are really fast. It's just, it depends how beneficial it would be. Maybe the more survivors you have on the floor, the slower you could, like, heal yourself up. I don't know. I don't know how they can make their system work without being taken advantage of. But I do want to add that, as I do want to healthier twins, and, you know, maybe they'll keep the exact same twins, and there's no, like, added mechanic for survivors to get themselves off the floor. It's concerning. I really want a healthier and a more fun twins for everybody. But right now, twins are not weak. They're quite a strong killer, hence why they're very popular and competitive Dead by Daylight. They just need to be smoother. A lot of people don't like to play twins because it just takes so long to hook people. I want to hook people. I don't want to leave people on the floor. But sometimes it's just not worth the time investment to hook survivors. But we're gonna have to wait till April. I think it's between April and June until we get any more details about this. But I'm glad they did answer this question. I'm glad they gave a little bit more clarity. But it's not looking great. I don't like how they've worded some of this. Maybe they'll talk more and give even more clarity closer to the time. Maybe they'll actually get people to playtest it. Also, I'll make a video if that does happen. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. Does this give us anything extra, or am I just looking too deep into it? I'm personally more worried. I don't know. At the end of the day, if the twins update is not very good on the PTB, they might do some changes. Trickster just got some additional update to his PTB. Well, the PTB version was too strong. They released him, nerfed it too much, and they've buffed him again. So maybe something could happen similar to twins where they release it and then they adjust things. But yeah, it's worrying. But if you did enjoy the video, do remember to like, comment, and subscribe, as it really does help me out. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Hopeless illusion.